A local pilot caused a propeller death, a freak accident. Good evening, I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. A widow told federal investigators that the plane's keys were still in her husband's pocket when the propeller hit him in the head and killed him. Kayla Strayer is at the Cleveland Jetport to tell us how this could have happened. Kayla.
Good evening. It all happened here at the Cleveland Regional Jetport last month. I spoke with some local pilots who kind of gave me an explanation on how this could have happened, how a propeller could have hit a pilot in the head when the ignition switch was off.
Clear prop.
This is a Cessna 182. It's the same type of plane Lenny Kramer was about to fly before the propeller hit him in the head, ultimately killing him. This video from last month shows the police caution tape up around the Cleveland Jetport entrance. The National Transportation Safety Board's aviation accident preliminary report says it happened during a pre-flight inspection.
You want to find an issue on the ground, not in the air.
Pilot Garrison Summersell says one of the most important parts of the checklist involves inspecting the propeller.
I mean, it's one of the scariest parts of the whole aircraft. You're constantly worried about your prop.
In the NTSB report, the widow told investigators they had landed, left to run errands, and came back to perform the pre-flight check. That's when the propeller hit her husband in the head, with the keys still in his pocket. So how could that happen? The investigation is ongoing, but this is Garrison's take on what happened.
As soon as you grab this, it's just like jump starting a lawnmower. Basically, the magnetos were still live, no matter what. Even though the ignition was cut off, there was a malfunction with the ignition. There's still power running to this, even though we pulled the keys out.
Garrison makes sure the power is off before pulling the valve.
And then your final procedure is you pull this mixture, which is the fuel to the carburetor.
That way there's no power going to the engine and no chance of the propeller suddenly moving.
He took every precaution that is normally taken to make sure that that would not happen. I mean, we all make sure these are in certain places, but there is an extra precaution you can do, and that's turning your magnetos off while the plane is still running.
And the NTSB report says that the plane's ignition switch and key were both kept for testing. You can read more on this story on NewsChannel9.com. Reporting live in Cleveland, Kayla Strayer, News Channel 9.
Kayla, thank you. The full NTSB report could take about a year to complete. Depend on us to update you as we learn more about this situation.